Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and it is Friday. It always amazes me how fast the week goes by. I mean, one moment it's Monday, the next moment it is Friday. I am just blown away. Anyway, since it's Friday, it means Zur is back. Well, in the solar system, I guess, because he's not in the tower, as you can see. Zur is in the Reef. Yes, it does happen. I remember someone came to a live stream and was like, no, he doesn't. Yes, he does come to the Reef. It's not very often, but he does. As you can see, this is original Destiny, and let me add the usual disclaimer because people still ask me. Because also, in addition, I'm hearing that Destiny 2 was on sale for a really good price. Not Destiny 2, sorry. Original Destiny was on sale for a really good price, and a lot of people were picking it up. I'm seeing more people on Twitter saying that they're getting into Original Destiny or going back to Original Destiny. So, to the new players of Destiny 1, welcome. This is the better Destiny. I love this game. I think my headset is still connected even though it's plugged in, which I didn't know it did that. I'm hooked up to my Xbox. Yes, anyway, the usual disclaimer, this is Original Destiny. Zur leaves the tower by Sunday morning my time, so I am in New Jersey, where the sky was temporarily turned orange. I am in New Jersey. Right now it is about 7 a.m. He will be gone for me by Sunday 5 a.m. So depending on your time zone, one of these days I will sit down and I will post on the community tab a time zone chart. But basically just put in 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to your time zone. Sunday, 5 a.m. So basically he's in the tower or the Reef about 48 hours. Reset is also different in Original Destiny versus Destiny 2. Destiny 2 reset starts later. They usually reset Destiny 1 on Tuesday, and then they reset Destiny 2. Anyway, if he is in the Reef, there's only one location you will find Zur in the Reef. And you know he's in the Reef, by the way, by that mark I have shown you on the stairs. So that purple mark, if it's not there, just go straight to the Reef. You've seen me point it out every video. That purple mark isn't there right now. If you go, right now you will not see the purple mark because he is in the Reef. He's always in this little room over here. And we have an okay week. I mean, honestly, the fact that he's in the Reef is the biggest highlight of the week. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we have the usual legacy engram. If you're a new player, I do not recommend going for them, simply because you probably don't have a lot of strange coins. On the other hand, I've heard people telling me they have thousands of strange coins. Then go for it. One of the problems with legacy engrams is you are more likely to get a year 1 item than a year 1 item that unlocks some year 2 stuff. It's rare. There are a few year one legacy engrams that will also unlock the year 2 blueprint. One of these days I'll make a video about that as well. But yes, so if you're a new player, don't waste your strange coins on legacy engrams. There's a lot of better stuff to get. If you've got thousands or even hundreds, have fun with it. I think it's a little overpriced, but that's just me. Anyway, next we have the Helm of Saint-14, which honestly, I will admit, it has always confused me. Because now that Saint-14, and dear God, I really don't like him in Destiny 2. He used to be so kick-ass, and now it's like, he should have just stayed dead. That where he was lying, where we found him surrounded by Vex, was awesome. Now, oh my God, it's almost like they're trying to make every person unbearable in Destiny 2. But I've always wondered, if you're seen around the tower in Destiny 2 and he sees you wearing his helm, does he get pissed? Does he go, hey, that's mine? How does multiple people have the Helm of Saint-14? Is it like they just keep replicating it? Then it shouldn't be. I mean, maybe it's like a thing. Like, this is the Helm of Saint-14 blueprint created or something. Like, it's a copy of the Helm of Saint-14. Sort of. Anyway, blind enemies inside your Ward of Dawn. Let me know. Is that any good, Titans? I'll admit, the only thing I could say about the Helm of Saint-14 is, first off, it looks kind of creepy. And, I mean, seriously, it looks ridiculously creepy. And, second, that it passes my Corpus Helmet test. My Corpus Helmet test is, if your helmet is bulkier than the Corpus Helmet, you're doing it wrong. Corpus Helmet is the top of the limit. Like, it is at the edge of going a little too far. This is decent. I'll admit, I never realized. Look, I know this is embarrassing. I didn't even realize Saint-14 was an EXO. Then when I found out I said he was cooler before they brought him back. Next, we have the Mask of the Third Man for the Hunters. Arc Blade attack uses less super energy. Decent. I'll admit, I haven't used Arc Blade in a while. Honestly, Blade Dancer wasn't exactly my favorite. I'll admit, I used it for a while, but primarily I focused on Golden Gun and Night Stalker. Golden Gun is great for bosses, so when you're soloing something like, a Nightfall or Challenge of the Elders, and you're dealing with a boss, the best thing to use is Golden Gun, because you've got a big boss and Golden Gun. So I used Blade Dancer for a while, but honestly, I like Arc Strider a lot more. This is one of the few things I will say. Yes, I mean, people are like, Kat, why do you hate Destiny 2? I don't. There are some things I like in Destiny 2, and Arc Strider is by far my favorite. I constantly play Arc Strider. If you add the Radion Flux chess piece, your super never ends. Like, everyone's like, just use this or this and this. I'm like, yeah, but the Radion Flux chess piece is just... Anyway, so let me know, hunters who've used this. Honestly, I said I prefer the Frosties, the Bones of Ao, the Celestial Nighthawk. I'm not a big fan of this. I mean, it looks like a decent one. Don't get me wrong. Maybe if I've been playing a lot of other video games, so honestly, Destiny has not been at the top of my list. But I've been thinking of coming and playing a bit of Destiny, original Destiny this weekend. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try going back to Arc Blade Dancer. Anyway, next, it also passes my Corpus Helmet test. And honestly, this one looks pretty cool. This, creepy as hell. Sorry, Titans, but this looks something like a bug face. This, I like the 3 eyes. It just has that high vibe. Next, we have the Obsidian Mind. Nova Bomb reduces cooldown of next Nova Bomb. Warlocks, let me know. That's, I know, a Void attack, which honestly, I'll admit, I barely played Void as a Warlock. Now that I know, I mean, I've been wanting to since I know they have the Oxian Bolts, which, given how many times I've died by those things, I really want to use them on other people. Specifically that boss in the Challenge of the Elders. But I primarily played Warlock, I will admit it, for self-res. So, yes, Warlocks, let me know. I try to keep up with the comments. It's hard. I don't get alerts for all the comments, but I do try to. So even if it takes me a couple, I try. Okay, I try. On top of that, so I do try. Let me know, Warlocks. Anyway, so that's it. And honestly, that one looks even cooler. I'll admit it. Just the whole total black looks ridiculously cool. So, and it passes my Corpus Helmet test. So, all right. Finally, next we got Truth, the rocket launcher. All right. Truth is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I have it. Wait, no, I don't need to do that. Truth is pretty cool. It's a rocket launcher. All right. Void rocket launcher. All right. It's got grenades and horseshoes. Rockets from this weapon will detonate early based on proximity to targets. Nice thing to have. Definitely. Don't get me wrong. Prototype True Seeker. Rounds fired from this weapon seek their targets aggressively. So basically, it's a targeting beast. The only thing I have against Truth is that it doesn't have cluster bombs. I mean, my big rocket launcher that I use as often is my Hunger of Crota. Shells fired from this target track their... Shells fired from this weapon track their targets. And it has rockets create cluster bombs when they detonate. I got a soft side for the cluster bombs and the tracking. So, while Truth is decent, I could save myself an exotic slot and go for Hunger of Crota. Which you get, I think you get this from Crota's End. God, I want to do some raids. Alright, next we have the other stuff. So, these, as I said, you can't see the specifics, so I picked them up from my vault. So, we have Mida Multi-Tool and Arctic Survivalist. I like the Mida, alright? You get this ornament, which is pretty cool. It would work on Europa, but honestly, I mean, it's a cool. I like the more serious ornaments. Not the ones that make your gun glow and look utterly ridiculous. No, I like the more serious ones. So, like I said, that's why I have the black one, which is the special ops. I like the Mida. So the Mida's got third eye. Radar stays active while aiming down weapon sight. So it's borderline. This weapon boosts move speed and fires on a hairline trigger. Now, I think the main reason I like the Mida has more to do with the rate of fire and the impact, because it's a scout rifle with a decent rate of fire and impact. Some scout rifles, look, I'm not a patient person, and when my gun shoots too slowly, it drives me absolutely insane. It's also not a teeny tiny magazine. It's a magazine of 21, so it's not like a magazine of 15. That's the other thing. I hate reloading. It takes forever. Yes, I hate reloading. So I primarily like the rate of fire and the impact damage. They seem more balanced for me with the Mida multi-tool. That's primarily why I like the Mida. Now, I do also like... Wow, she's going to say 2 nice things about Destiny 2 in one video. I actually really like what they did to the Mida in Destiny 2. So it's one of those exotics I actually like, because I like the Mida mini tool. So you have the combination of the SMG and the scout rifle, and they boost your movement speed, and it's a noticeable boost. So... yeah, I do like the Mida in Destiny 2, though I haven't played Destiny 2 in like a month and a half, because I have not finished the campaign. So, highly recommend it. It's a good weapon to have. It's a good scout rifle. I mean, it's not like it's the top of the perk thing, but decent rates of fire, decent impact, just a nice weapon to have. As you can see, this one I didn't have to get from my vault, because I carry it with me all the time. There's a couple of weapons I always carry with me all the time, which is a problem because I'm usually basically stacked. Then when I do something, I can't say what loot I got because all of it's at the post. The other one I really liked was Suros Regime, but then I got the Genesis Chain, which is similar to Suros Regime. This was my first legendary gun, not like the others. Anyway, the other weapon you have is my least favorite, Trespasser and Fallen Assassin. Alright, and someone did agree with me about Risk Runner versus Zalo. Anyway, Trespasser and Fallen, what was it? Oh god. And Fallen Assassin, alright? Trespasser and Fallen. Honestly, it hasn't been coming a lot up lately, but there was a while when Trespasser was non-stop. And there was at one point, they had Trespasser twice. Both slots, so the slot with the ornament and the slot without the ornament. It was just like, wow. To me, when they brought Trespasser back to Destiny 2, it was like, so you're out of ideas. To me, Trespasser feels like the overstock. Like some idiot in a store went and overstocked on some product that no one's going to buy. Or they overstocked to the point where it's like, you live in a city with 500,000 and you bought 5 million. And so people are like, yeah, we get it, Trespasser. Okay, it feels like Xur has just like a backlog of Trespasser. And so when they moved it to Destiny 2, it's like they're digging through the remains of the tower. Okay, after they destroyed our vaults. And after years later, still fixing the tower after several years, they find a room full of Trespasser. And they're like, what the hell are we going to do about Trespasser? We need to get rid of this gun. And so they're like, we'll give it to them just give it out to people. It's like it's buried under the rubble of the remains of the tower after the Cabal attack that happened years ago. They found a room full of Trespasser. And they're like, so this is why Xur used to carry it so much. Now we get Fallen Assassin. I think that is one of a butt ugly ornament. That could be me. I have been told that I am probably borderline colorblind. My color coordination skills are so bad. Yeah, if you want to see me get tortured with Fashion Frame, watch my live streams on Sunday. They try to get me to color coordinate my warframes, and apparently it does not go well. I think it looks cool, but according to them, it looks like my cat threw up all over my warframe. I don't know. And apparently I'm not allowed to use yellow anymore. But to me, this does look ugly. That, again, correct me if I'm wrong. You'd be like, I'm not going to get offended or bothered or angry with you. You go, Cat, are you colorblind? People have said, I'm not. Okay, I'm absolutely not colorblind. But apparently my color coordinating skills are so bad, people laugh. That's why I primarily wear black and blue. I like blue. Yes, cat. Cat's scratching. Anyway, I think this is an ugly ornament. This is the one I have. It's called Crucible Assassin. If you don't like the ornament, you can dismantle it. You will get silver dust. Which, yes, I think I have silver dust, right? I have silver dust. See, you will get silver dust. You will only get 5, so you're paying 25, but you'll get 5. But then you can go to the silver dust, like, kiosk and buy ornaments. I would show you, but it's in... maybe I'll show you. Anyways, Trespasser to me is... meh. This weapon fires bursts of bullets with deadly accuracy. Then... kills us with this weapon, grant enhanced motion tracker resolution for a short time. Buster, what? You can't have it. And then you've got reloading after a kill causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. Now, as you can see, mine is not completely unlocked. I will admit, I used it briefly in the Plaguelands, and I felt like it burned through ammo. That was my feeling about it. Now, I think the reason, it burned through ammo. That's why I just wasn't a big fan of Trespasser. Now it's getting shoved down her throat so much. It's like, okay, you know what? I'll go with the Zala Supercell over the Trespasser any day. I'm told it's better in Destiny 2. People are like, okay, you are an Arc Strider. Go for Trespasser. You're not going to regret it. I don't know. I haven't even finished Lightfall campaign because that's just one of the most unpleasant gaming experiences I have ever had in my life has been playing through the Lightfall campaign. Anyway, those are the weapons. Now, you know what? I will show you where the Silver Dust kiosk is in the Reef because everything in the tower, it's here. So you're heading towards over here. Okay. And I believe that's the Eververse. Where is it? I thought it was here. Access Eververse? Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a while. Honestly, every time I look at this Silver Dust kiosk, it's been in the tower. I've never really checked. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't believe I have how many? Let's see. Where is it? Achievements. How much playtime in this game? Yeah, and I forgot that the Eververse is not in the Reef. Not the Eververse, the Silver Dust kiosk. Okay, well, in the tower, next to the post, is a kiosk. You'll see it. You can't miss it. It's like the post is on one side, the Eververse store is on the other, and in between is the Silver Dust kiosk. And it will allow you to buy ornaments, horns. Remember when your sparrow and when you had a horn on your sparrow, various boosts like these. Yeah, you can find those there. Yes. So yeah. Wow. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I am on Xbox, original Destiny. I am on Xbox and PlayStation. I just tend to make these videos on Xbox. This is me on Xbox. Feline Revolution is me on PlayStation. I don't play as often on PlayStation simply because Xbox is easier to stream with. But look me up. Let's see one other thing. Okay, I'm the only one here. Cool. Usually in the tower, I'll find several new people, but I guess you have to unlock the Reef. It's not something that new players automatically have. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hope to see you around.